Is it the fact that he would hop off and there would be a hornet here? I'm already screwing this branch up. I'm not hasted. So as a result, if I Ice Blast him and he doesn't die, he could walk forward and get an attack on me. Technically, the only safe thing to do here is to blink. And that's going to leave me with a contested stairway. And only 2 scrolls of blinking left, but I have to do it. Have to do it for safety. Okay, let's ensure this dickhead's dead. That worked. Okay, what can you do? The same stuff as before. I want to use Box of Beasts, but I don't have it. This is about to be stupid enough that it's absolutely a situation that calls for using haste. Just to get this floor under control. Have I mentioned that I hate the paralysis that hornets can do? We need to kill this guy ASAP. His tree smacks will cause a bigger issue for us than anything else, really, if he casts that spell. Ice Blast is probably sufficient. It's going to make the Tyrant Leech get mited, but we'll just mind control him. Okay, we got him. Okay, what do we got here? 51%? Based. How's your lightning resist, bro? Resistant? He blinked. That's okay. We're going to enslave. We're going to fail to enslave. We're going to enslave. We're going to succeed to enslave. We're going to enslave. Wait. Oh, that's a real Goliath frog. Shit. That looked like a zombie to me. I should have looked at this then. Why would it be a zombie? This is where they live, I guess. They do acid damage from afar. We're our core, but that's still pretty horrid. It's also fast. Oh, God. And it attacks at reach. And their MR is so high that... God damn. This branch, dude. Alright, you know what? Condenser Veins online. It's time. Okay, that's not the best. Turn this into fire because we rolled poorly. My guys are still friendly, very good. We're going to take a little step up. Okay, this is going to be obnoxious if we end up next to all these trees with this other druid here. Probably best to Ice Blast like here. Take out all this stuff. He doesn't live very long. Also, he can be slowed by cold attacks. He only has 42 HP. In fact, he has terrible AC and almost like 1 billion EV, but Ice Blast don't care about that, so let's do this and just kind of hope that the Spriggan doesn't do his thing. I figured that this would become a Hornet, but we're hasted now, so it is pretty safe for me to do this. I should get at least one free move, and he's dead, so we're good. Okay, I've got my boy here, my super Tyrant Leeches. Let's order them to go ruin this Spriggan Druid's day. Didn't quite work, that's okay, we'll Ice Blast these fellas. Ice Blast is king. Based. How do you guys like my Ignite Poison play? Hehe. Mind control this guy. We should be able to melee this stuff, except, you know what? I want to make sure I kill the Hornet Man. Are you changed? No, you're just Bolt of Cold as usual. Okay. That was the messiest landing. I used a ton of resources, and it's all because I decided to shout at the staircase instead of sneaking off somewhere. But, it worked out. Now we have a beachhead. What? What is this horse shito? Thank you. I guess he explodes if he gets next to me. Wouldn't it be nice if this told me how much fucking damage he does? When he explodes. You gotta read the... Like, these assholes actually put what the thing does in the flavor text rather than giving it an ability that you can look at. Outrageous. So if I look it up in the LearnDB, it doesn't tell me how much damage it does. If I do question mark, bloated husk, nothing even shows up. You've got to be kidding me. This is so incompetent. I don't understand why they would... I have no idea how much damage this will do, and there is no way for me to find out unless I go into the code. That is fucked, you guys. Why would they... Okay, whatever. I guess we just won't let it happen then. I can't imagine doing this, though, as a game developer. It's just like, surprise! How much damage will it do? I guess you'll have to just eat it and find out. I mean, it could be 60, it could be 100. I mean, I have some guesses based on similar abilities, but they would just be guesses, you know? Huh. I mean, if I had to guess, they went for the absolute laziest way to implement it, which is that I assume that they used... Nope. I was going to say I assume that they used the same code as immolation, but nope. And by the way, that was a 2x2 explosion. There was no there was no indication that it would be an explosion of that size either. So I was robbed of the knowledge of how much damage it would do, and I was robbed of the knowledge of how big it was. Because I guess obfuscating data is a good design choice for some reason. Is it not the same code as exploding spores? Actually, yeah, it looks like maybe they just stole the old code from Ballistoma sites. Nevertheless, it's like totally messed up that that there's like no way to get to the data without logging onto the old GitHub. You know, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? I'd be curious to hear what other people have to say about it. What the hell are you? Oh, cool, another keyboard splatter name. Wow, I'm so impressed, it's so clever. Okay, it's some kind of fairy thing. Splinter spray. Alright, this is just metal shards with a different name. Which is very bad for me. Wood wheel draws upon the vitality of leaf and bark to heal a large amount of damage. They can heal with trees next to them. Okay, terrific. The usual flawed argument is that perfect information turns the game into math. Well, the thing is, the information is always going to be available in an open source game, and even if it was closed source, somebody would data mine it and find out anyway, so you might as well just save your player base the trouble, you know? I mean, I'm aware you seem to be agreeing with me, so I'm preaching to the choir, but I hate that argument. I've heard that argument. I hate it. It's unpleasant. But I'm not even convinced that... The thing is, I have to give credit where credit is due, they've gone in a direction that I've been talking about for years, which is that they have finally added the amount of damage to at least some spells. I can see now in the game 3d17. So the fact that they didn't do that for that new monster, I suspect, is less design decision and more laziness, you know? Beam damage. Hey, Tony's the code diver. Dice def 8 origin.get hit dice. I would need to know what dice def, how that works, but if I had to guess, it's a number, or perhaps a size of dice based on how far you are from the center of the explosion. It doesn't seem to be... Oh no, get hit dice. You're right. Distance is not involved there at all. Yeah, so it's a number, I think that's a number of dice compared to the number of hit dice that the monster has. Send them a PR to fix it. I know what they would do. Anybody who they don't like, for example, Man recently submitted a PR, and I'll tell you exactly what GammaFunk did. GammaFunk is arguably the head developer. What he did was he remade the PR entirely and actually put in there, this was submitted by someone, but I didn't use the original PR and instead remade it due to the source. So in other words, he said, I'm not going to give this person credit for the code that they submitted because I don't like that person. Which is, in addition to being kind of a dickhead move, horribly unethical. Like, really, really unethical. You're essentially taking credit for something somebody else did. It was some minor bug fix. I don't actually remember exactly what it was at this point. If you DM me on Discord later, I can find it for you. But, I mean, it wasn't like a huge change to the game. It was just some... God, actually, I know it had to do with ghouls. Well, GammaFunk hates anybody who criticizes him. You don't understand. You know, Man is a pretty polite guy. He's certainly more nice than me, and certainly more polite than me, and he certainly makes an effort to be genteel in a way that I don't. And in general, he's just less of a feral firebrand, but it doesn't matter. If you criticize these people at all, they just can't take it. No, he didn't. I don't believe he said the name even in the PR description. He just said that he didn't like the source, you know? Zen will stop the husk explosion? What? Why? What's the justification there? Christ, this thing can kill me in 2 hits. We need to treat this like a top tier problem. Can we kill them next to the trees or no? Maybe not. Yeah, he can kill me now. What's the range? Only 3. It can do 64, 68, 72 damage. Let's drink a curing. Yeah, you can't kill them if they're next to trees. They just heal endlessly. Ain't that cute? I mean, if you did enough damage to them instantly with Iron Shot or something. It's just funny because we literally have him in acid clouds right now. And it's not good enough. He's actually... No, we could kill him. If we get Curare on him. Yes. As sick as possible. And there it is. There it is. Now we can die instantly. I don't know, it's some word I don't know how to pronounce. Alright, I did this to myself. Now we have to blink. Now we have to blink. Sadly, you can't silence these guys in a stunning display of bad design. I don't want to talk about people's personal lives as much as I may despise them. I've heard that rumor. I don't know if it's true. It's not really any of my business. I mean, that strays a little too close to doxing for me to want to even touch it. It wouldn't surprise me, I guess, but... I mean, I don't think that's... I guess that's not even anywhere close to doxing, but it's just not anybody's business. The guy may be a jerk, but, you know, he may behave incredibly poorly, but that, I mean, I'd rather criticize him for stuff that has to do with his place in crawl development and his mistreatment of the player base, rather than anything like that. We can just melee these dudes, even though we're a fragile little octopus. But yeah, I would assume that rumors to that effect are false just by default. You should probably give anybody the benefit of the doubt. Right, exactly, Vidiot. That's the thing, is people have made up enough horseshit rumors about me that I, you know, even my worst enemy, I would not really want to give the benefit of the doubt to somebody just kind of saying stuff. I mean, and maybe that's just me trying to be too fair because these exact people have made up all kinds of horse shit about me. That particular individual has accused me of DDoSing a server, for instance, something that I never did. You know, but it's, I don't know, maybe I'm just naive trying to maintain the high ground. God, this is so annoying. This thing, with no GDR, this thing just crushes me. And silence doesn't stop it. That means file of floods doesn't stop it, so you just have to kill it. You just have to kill it really fast. We're going to use summoning. There we go. You just have to make sure it's not next to a tree, and you have to, as this character, you have to deal with the fact that you might take 75 damage a turn, so if I could kill those things at range, that would be pretty ideal. I mean, I appreciate the attempt, by the way, to make Swamp a little more interesting, but some of these enemies feel sort of poorly balanced, I should say. Okay, polymorph. 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 I'm gonna go up. Well, the bunyips attack fast enough that I really don't want to be in melee with them at all. News just in. Octopus screams on staircase. You can melee a Hydra. Curiously, we can melee the Goliath frogs, mostly because of our core. I could probably melee the the bunyips, by the way, just due to my big SH. I just don't want to run the risk, you know, it's a lot easier when there's only one attack, and oh my god! It's a Swamp Mara. Hey, baby. Hey, yo, what up, girl? Actually, Mara is a guy. Acid wand, let's approach, let's melee. He blinks, we'll acid wand a bit more while he approaches, I suppose. Debuff is gone, let's put it back on, just blow all of my acid. He cloned himself, so we'll use Ice Blast to hit all three. Then we kill him, pretty straightforward. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Okay, another one of these guys who are uniquely annoying for this character to deal with. Is our Box of Beasts for sale? Because Box of Beasts would be pretty ideal for dealing with these guys. Don't have. Well, we want to cure RA, that's for sure. Just keep them slow. How is your lightning resist? You don't have any. Okay, I have a little plan. They have just a few more HP than I would like, but the Curare alone ought to do it for me. We'll do this to finish him off. Okay, yeah, that works. That works. That's okay. Just have to not be in melee with them, really. Likewise, now that I think about it, I don't think you have... Nope, you're resistant to poison. Can't do that to bunyips. Okay, look, we have at least a turn of safety against bunyips, so I will try to melee him as long as he's not mited. I have the HP that even if he rolls... Oh, hey, we just killed the bunyip with a wand of flame. Bro. Steam clouds are so cool. It's one of those fun little aspects of the game. Him? Are bunyips not male? Aren't they just... I mean, I guess they could be of either gender. No, it says it. But it's a beast. That means it's an animal, so... Hey, Dankest. So far it looks to be 8D HD. So 8D8. Okay. 64 damage, that's quite a lot. All right. Okay. Well, that number squares away so far. I haven't seen it go above 64 damage. It just did 23 to me. It's probably impacted by AC to some degree. So it's nice to know the maximum because it tells me if I can melee them and live or not. Was there a different tile for them? Flavored as a magic missile? What now? What are you referring to? The bloated husk explosion? That probably just means that it can't miss. Oh, wait, no. Maybe that's like which color of explosion shows up. I don't know. I'd have to look at the code to see what that constant... Or that's probably a... It's probably a... Oh my god, I'm having such a brain fart right now. The data structure with the capital letters and... Jesus Christ, why can't I think of what this is called? Somebody here knows what I'm talking about. I use a million of them in the game that I'm developing. Do I have any spells now? I have Call Lamp and Ignite Poison. I've been using Ignite Poison basically just to fix Condenser Vein. No, Tony. A data structure. Which for some reason the word is just, no, not a struct. Not a B. No, that's a, not that kind of data structure. Actually, would you describe this as a data structure? Kind of. No, not really. Enum, yes, there it is. Yes, I'm talking about enums. Zeltram wins the prize. Clearly I've played so much DCSS today that I've forgotten how to program and what the names for things are. I guess we can melee bunyips. Yeah, this place is dangerous as hell. There's a lot of damage possible here. Let's go up. This guy's by himself. We'll kill him. How fast did the Zot timer tick down? It goes down by 1 every time I take an action. And it gets refreshed every time I go to a brand new floor. I'm a little confused. Why did this bunyip not go up the stairs with me? Can they not go upstairs? Oh, it must be because they're so slow. Sometimes they just don't. Things like worms will do that too sometimes. The soy guzzlers. They probably would have found a way to call that racist too. I've pulled this guy to the staircase. Oh yeah, our resistances are outrageous. Okay, hold up. What? Why did the swamp worm zombie get knighted by the druid? It's undead. I didn't know that was a thing that happened. Yeah, CR resistances are crazy. Let's pull this guy up, so if we get paralyzed, we don't just instantly die. Oh, there it is. If I take any more damage, I'm going to have to use resources. Okay. Pull this guy up. If you can kill the druids by themselves, that is ideal. Okay, we're going to use Wand of Flame so we can keep some steam on these guys. So that if they were to turn into hornets, it wouldn't be the end of the world. If I got paralyzed, they'd die in the steam, perhaps. In general, I'm just very, very nervous about the concept or the possibility of getting paralyzed. Okay, I see these assholes still exist. Let's not get pulled directly into the shambling mangrove. Trying to get the mangrove. Haven't seen Lerny in a while. I don't know if this is the Lerny vault or not. It could be. Instantly constricted, but I'm going to walk out of it like a champion. And hopefully he follows me. Whatever. I'll continue clearing the floor. I fear mangroves quite a bit. Here he is, yeah. Come to me. Enjoy your steam bath, bro. Constricted. Uh-oh! Okay, well, Ice Blast. This is a bit dangerous. The Hornet didn't die, but it definitely will this time. Okay, now we're gonna Condenser Vein. Shit. That was not enough. That was not the right kind of cloud. Null Delver is Nemelek's choice. Are you up for some poop socking tonight to get it? I could, but Null Delver was one of those things that I suggested doing sort of as a wild and crazy move. Just because it's the best Delver doesn't mean it's not still a Delver. Alright, I'm gonna Ice Blast. I mean, I could do it. We can discuss that. How you doing, man? This is my first attempt at the Neo New Swamp. It's a very exciting time with no GDR, let me tell you what. I've discovered that the Metal Shards fairy guys with the name that I can't really say, Melanoma, the Melanomas are very terrifying for this character. Gotta get back your streak's greater player status? Oh my god. Delver is not the one that gets random gear, that's Wanderer. We won one of those, actually. Just the other day. Delver is the one that starts on D5. Tower Shield of Fire resistance. I mean, that's cool that it has a brand and all, but we want the big +10. Alrighty, Scroll of Acquirement. Well, hell, I'm just gonna take money. Give me hard cash, bro. That's a nice pile of cash. Yeah, it's terrifying. I didn't know that would happen. I wanted to test, and boy am I pleasantly surprised. So I cloned the Mangrove, and it turns out if you use Phantom Mirror on Mangrove and he gets hit, there is indeed a chance that it will poop out hornets for you. Hilarious. Yeah, they in fact invented a new worst class. Okay, so through the use of evocations, we have virtually ensured no paralysis. Hey, box of beasts. Okay, so I've actually thought about this regarding Delver, and a lot of people were like kind of knee-jerk saying, okay, well it's got to be Deep Dwarf, right, for the best Delver. But I think that you're on the right track, that it's actually Null, because Null has, I think, more HP due to the increased fighting. I think it starts with 23 on Delver. And most importantly, it has a nice fat 8 aptitude and stealth. So you end up with like an enormous amount of stealth, which is like crucial, I think, to avoiding horse shit situations. Speaking of horseshit situations, we have gotten the negative energy ending of this, which means that there's going to be a bone dragon here. Fuck! Okay. Well, cloud immunity is not possible. I can't wear cloaks. Getting yanked here was a bit annoying. Oh! What the hell? That was not excluded a second ago. You motherfucker! Alright, we're teleporting out of this. We're slow. I am going to ignite poison. Just swap to Caslal. Yes, let me get right on that. But yeah, I got robbed a little bit there. Because it sort of fibbed to me a bit about where the negative energy clouds would spawn. I should have known better, though, because sometimes that does happen. No, it doesn't do anything to Pestilence. Petulance? Miasma. Actually, I'm not... Yeah, those were Miasma, not negative energy, because Miasma slows and poisons. And I was slowed. No, Petulance is what you get from the Krull devs. It's very different. Ha ha ha. Ignite Salt. I would be the most powerful DCSS player ever if I had that spell. Truly unstoppable. Should have +1 unarmed and -1 air magic. Yeah, it is a little bit surprising to me that octopodes have such a generic aptitude skill set, I suppose. But yeah, it looks like we won't be seeing Lerny today. Unless this vault has changed. Perhaps to include the undead Lerny. Desolation Assault, that'd be hilarious. Okay, I don't really trust us to be able to melee a Bone Dragon without help, so we're gonna take his AC down first. How much does he do? 30, 20, 50, plus 20 is 70, okay. Based. Yeah, sometimes there's 2 Bone Dragons, I think. I think there might even be Oclob plants back there. Imagine if I had been yanked into them. What an exciting time that would have been. Surprise, bro. Oclob volley. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm burning acid because these things need to die quickly. I've only ever seen 1 Bone Dragon. They spawn in Abyss all the time, man. And in Crypt. did it to me again. I guess I'm happy rot doesn't exist anymore, or we'd be getting rotted by this stuff. In fact, miasma is somewhat less of a headache now that that's gone. No long-term impact. Hello, Ring of Evasion. Yes, please. Look at our rings. These rings are so goofy. Rot is gone, I presume, because they made changes to Ghoul. But I think it's also because they did the drain change. Okay, so the drain change is, instead of getting stats drained, it drains your max HP. So they probably saw too much overlap between... No, I bet the Miasma mutation is still pretty good since you can slow enemies. But anyway, what do I think about it? I'm still torn. I need to play with it more to have a developed opinion. Because at first my instinct was, oh my god, this is terrifying because I'm going to end up with like 10 max HP if I make like a single mistake against a negative energy monster. That hasn't happened yet. Maybe one day it will and you can hear me bitch about it, but I liked the old... I kind of liked the old one. It was rather thematic to have your stats, your skills go to 0 and then have to climb back up from that. But that's one of those changes that's just kind of neutral to me, I think. It could be good, even. I'm not gonna jump to judge on that one. I don't immediately hate it, I'll say that much. A playable white race. Okay, there were no Oklobs, I was wrong about that. We have 2 runes. This character could do Vaults, and this character could do Slime. Can have a hard time with either. And in fact, I'm not sure how we beat TRJ. Actually, maybe this is the vaunted MO play kill. I wonder if they would have banned you for that one. We could have a really fun kill on TRJ, actually. Oh, good. Instantly marked. Beautiful. Oh my god. How terrifying. Okay. Yeah, so nowadays... Oh no. Was I paralyzed just now? No, but... Oh, Jesus. I mean, I didn't get paralyzed, but holy shit, man. The number of floating eyes that I've seen, I'm convinced. I'm convinced that they made them more common. Jesus Christ. Yeah, condenser's probably the right play here. Let me think. Let me just, like, change my pants real fast. Yeah, this is a stupid enemy. Though the Vein will not kill it instantly is the problem, so it might actually be in my best interest to use Lightning Rod, because the second one of that will almost certainly kill it. Don't die, by the way. Yeah, I know. Well, Fear saves me here. He's not even charged up. I got incredibly lucky, I guess, that this wasn't closer. Don't die. Good advice, yes. I'm having a moment of butthurt that these things even exist, especially right at the beginning of Slime. This makes me want to come back here with staff form, to be honest with you. Do we have it? No. I know it's not charged, but... Alright, I'm gonna Condenser Vein. Still not charged, but we got Noxious Fumes instead. should get confused by this, shouldn't he? Well, the problem with Ignite Poison is it might not work. Frankly, I think I should just read Fear. Just to guarantee that some horse shit doesn't happen here. I also really would like this guy to be dead, so it's just irritating. They don't breathe, you're right. You're right. Fear is almost definitely the right choice here, just for safety. Not even worried about getting mutated at this point versus these guys. Intelligence will eventually be casting. Floating Eye is not dead. They don't... Yeah, I was going to say, while fleeing, they don't do their thing. R-mute? I'm not R-mute. What are you talking about? Oh, I am. I am R-mute. Haha. Tony paying attention to the Hat of the Alchemist power. But yeah, I was almost afraid that they do their thing while they're fleeing. You think Gaze is emergency? How come he's not doing it then? Anyway, he's not charged, so I have time, and he dies to the clouds this turn, so we're good. Alrighty, well this was a real horrid experience, and I am probably going to refuse to go up and down the stairs again, just in case there's another one of those dickheads. So let's get all cozy and tucked in for the long haul here, and actually duke it out on this staircase. He sure does. Okay, we are out of Ice Blast. Yes, I agree. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no! No! Oh no! I've been fooled! I've been fooled. Now I'm banned from every platform. God, I knew it would happen eventually. I'd be tricked. I didn't say it out loud. That's true. Aha, that means I win. You did this to yourself. Could you imagine how bad this would be if I didn't have MR? Well, the thing is that magic resistance doesn't matter versus the paralyzing gaze. It literally bypasses magic resistance entirely. I'm not a fan. My biggest problem with Floating Eye is twofold. If you change two things about them, I would be okay with it. Number one, I don't like the fact that if they charge up, it just stays like that forever. You could go and charge up a Floating Eye, leave for 5 billion turns, come back, they will still be charged. That's stupid. Number two, I hate the fact that they can paralyze you as you come down the stairs if you've been to that floor before. That feels pretty outrageous to me. Like this turn right here, boom. This is my only safe turn because I'm guaranteed an action right here. But if I were to go back up and back down, there could be a Floating Eye and I could just die. It's extremely horseshit, if you ask me. And I understand the idea of, I guess, wanting to nerf stair dancing, but I mean that's quite a nerf, don't you think? Just instantly kill certain characters. Okay, let's dive. To be honest, if they really have upped the incidence of floating eyes in this branch, and I'm not just getting unlucky, I may have to reevaluate the way that I do this branch, because that means that it's probably optimal and safer even. Weirdly enough, it may be better to full clear, just so you don't get surprised on your way back up. I mean, that sounds dumb as hell, but perhaps it is what it is. Whoops, let's condenser vein. Could take a lot of damage here. Almost definitely okay, though. Glowing orange brain banned from Twitter. Based. Mutation is frustrating, but there are ways around it. We have no digging, so we're going to have to just like, ouch, 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 walk through this. Okay, we got a super lame version of Slime 4. So again, I'm in a position where it behooves me to simply fight it out here rather than trying to stare dance. Let's take evocations to 15. Just kidding. Goodbye. I can no longer safely do that. I'll just have to run the risk of getting floating eye parrot, I suppose. Oh man, that feels terrible. We're gonna go to vaults, actually. I'm gonna have to blue ball you guys for a moment. Just because I don't feel safe, you know? Not on this character, not with no AC. When any walk down after the first can just lead to floating eye shenanigans, I'm not having it, you know? V1 through V4 should be relatively simple for this guy, though. Even with his lack of AC. What's the harm in being paralyzed next to the royal jelly? Great question. It's probably fine. Let's just go and find out what happens. That's right. I'm constricting everything around me at the same time. Fear my tentacles. It's like a poor man's axe right here. Let's make sure we don't get hit by that roll. Oh, he kind of did like a football juke there. We have the invincibility staff. I don't know if I would call it invincibility, but we also have Hat of the Alchemist, so we have this little cute meme combo going. I insist that it was probably optimal for me to just skip the staff, not buy it, and try to find statue form instead. This is, we're doing a bit of a fun play here. But yeah, this staff is great. Did they buff it? I don't think so. I think it was always like this, wasn't it? Still haven't found stat form. Well, we have 10,000 gold. I could start buying shops anytime I want to. Oh, it didn't have MR++ before? That's kind of cool, I guess. I suppose in combination with the Hat of the Alchemist, it just solves our MR problem forever. Hey, doesn't he? Check out my rings. Check out this whack-ass collection of rings. Can you believe? What a weird... It's like all stats, slaying, evasion, and protection. And one synth. Isn't that crazy? Thought you'd find that as funny as I did. Like, normally you're all chock full of resistances and stuff, but we just don't care, so... it's all just devoted to making my guy into the ultimate punch man. I don't want to tab too fast. This character is still certainly capable of getting his ass whooped. And yet, I'm whooping so much ass. What they added was making it an Omni enhancer. You know, I'm not even casting, so... Is it really Archmagi? All elemental. Okay, it's only elemental magic. Maybe, hey guys, maybe I should have gone down the path of casting Ignition. It's technically not too late. Or Iron Shot. Probably Iron Shot would be the way. Although we have only 14 int. I guess I could change that by taking off the Shield of Ignorance. (14 int enhanced). True. Just take out the Demonologist. Just kidding, well, for one thing, he berserked, which is hilarious. But he kind of dodged away. Whatever fun spells are left. Oh boy, Starburst! I should get Demo, so yeah, wouldn't that be nice if that still existed? I don't know, man, I feel like this character just kind of tabs a lot. Just a little more carefully than most characters would. What am I doing, bro? This looks crowded enough that Condenser Vene's worth it. Demissile is amazing. Too bad it doesn't exist anymore. Clutch is probably worth? Yes, Clutch is worth. I don't think we have that. Yeah, no Clutch. I would have memorized that by now if I had seen it, for sure. No Clutch, no statue. Hey, Gary Burton, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Apparently, Noel Delver is a Nemelex choice. I'm currently secretly trying to decide if I have the cojones to do that on a streak. Clutch is less good than usual because you're an octopod. True, although remember that Clutch can constrict things that I can't constrict on account of size. You're not going to see me constricting any dragons today. Yeah, you did, HS Temp. Actually, I kept it pretty short today. I kind of made a secret resolution to myself to try to stop ranting quite so much about that stuff. Oh yeah, BVC's broken as hell. The devs don't think so, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Turns out that being able to drop the enemy's evasion basically to 0 is really strong. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.